17, even love to me like no other real. Everybody says it's wrong, but I'm much too old for you. But in my heart, I'm so young.
All right. Sorry, everybody. We have to cut that at this point because you're going to enjoy it more later. Hello, how are you? Another week is here and Community Bit is here again. We have somebody very special in the house. Of course, with that music, you will have an idea who we're talking about. Bob Ejike, or Professor Bob Ejike, is in the house today on the community base. We're having conversation with him, and he'll be talking about the spate of deaths of actors in the Nigerian movie industry, plus his personal journey through Nollywood and more. And of course, we have the regulars. I am Veronica Olabisi or Badara, but you call me V.O.O, and I am so happy when you do that. Welcome on board. And of course, I have Femi in the house.
Yeah, my name is Femi Coutinho, and that week with you. You are welcome on board as we go with the journey with our special guest tonight. Before we invite our guest on board, we have some news for you. There's some encomium on one of us that's doing well in the community.
Oh, we have events coming up, but before the events, we just want to say, hey, Harry and Meghan in
In
Nigeria.
Nigeria, at last. Let me put that one.
I'm going to be nice because we were talking about this with a few friends and we are asking questions. What are they up to now? And one of my friends said, Shebi is the masters returning to their land in quotes. I said, people,
No, I
slow
would
down.
say, Megan's mom, my grandmother's niece,
Hey, wait.
returning to Nigeria, where it's 43% connected to his root.
So,
Sorry.
oh, so
Mom,
Megan said she's done a DNA test,
yeah,
and the DNA test confirmed that she's got 43 or 45%.
43%.
43%, that she's 43% Nigerian.
Nigeria, yeah.
That makes her my cousin. That makes her my cousin. So we are related though. So you need to,
Yeah.
guys, I'm a royalty. So you need to start respecting me now.
Exactly. So we have a stake in the Buckingham Palace now.
Yeah, father. Anyway, Meghan and Harry visited Nigeria. They're still in Nigeria as we speak. They've been in Abuja and they are in Lagos now. I think they are right now in Lagos, and they've met Abike Dabiri. They've met all the big ladies. Mo Abudu. I'm not sure. Have they met the president? I am not
No,
sure.
I'm not sure.
They got a special invitation actually to come to Nigeria, and they honored that invitation. To be honest, they are enjoying Nigeria. I think Nigeria appreciates them much more than UK appreciate them.
Yeah.
To be honest, because our people just receive them, with open hands, pomp
Yeah.
and pageantry, and what have you.
Yeah,
So
the reception was fun galore,
fantastic.
and I think he used the opportunity to introduce his Invictus game, whereby all the
Is what?
Invictus game.
Oh yeah. Is it
So, and I know
okay?
it's going to be a multi-billion dollars business because whatever he puts his foot upon, and then with collaboration with Nigerians, knowing Nigerians who they are, they
I'm
come out.
I'm just wondering what kind
Full
of
force.
business can they be talking about? What exactly? Why are they in Nigeria? I'm curious.
No, that games, Invictus games for the e-mobile
Is that
military
why
guy.
they went to
Yeah,
Nigeria?
that would be the base, but I know many things
Okay.
will run through. But
All right.
that games itself it's going to
We
bring
shall
in.
see. We shall know very soon. Nigeria now, my Niger
know.
people will
Yeah,
dig up the truth.
exactly.
We shall hear, and we will tell you once we hear. So events coming up in our communities.
Yeah, the first no, I think we need to Formula One. Yeah,
Oh,
that lady is doing so good.
fantastic. There
Exactly.
is a lady, I'll just tell her story briefly. Let me bring her picture up. There is a lady, you will get to know more about her on this platform. Her name is Fumi Lawal. She is one lady who has been able to turn her tragedy into triumph, if I can say that. I'll just tell you briefly, like I said, she had got some journeys. I think it's from strokes to kidney failure, but somehow she managed to get through all of that, and she will tell you God saw her through. She managed to get through all of that. But while she was going through that journey, she discovered this clip nicks. They call it clip nicks, and this is like a knicker for ladies or disabled people. So if you are immobile, you can't move, but you need to wear knickers. Ladies, as you know, we need to wear knickers and so on and so forth. And you haven't got anyone to help you. She's created these knickers whereby you can wear it by yourself, even while you're sitting down. You can actually wear it by yourself. Fantastic product for disabled people, for people in the hospital and so on and so forth. And she's won so many awards. And I wonder why my community is not celebrating this woman seriously. We are, but I'm just thinking we can do more, for the fantastic innovation that this woman has made. For me, now, she will come back to the community base. We're going to be talking more about all of these awards. So recently, she's been recognized. Is a global recognition. She's been recognized by the Global Recognition Awards. That's what they call this one, for her innovation, and much more than that, for her triumph over the tragedy as well. So we are going to bring Formula while she's going to talk about all her journey as well. She's going to talk about Clipnics. Of course, we need to promote Clipnics for more and more, for more people to support the business. Yeah, and then we're going to celebrate the awards. So that's Formula One for you. People support. Clipnics is on Facebook. They are on Instagram. I think they have YouTube channel as well. Follow them on LinkedIn as well. Connect with them on LinkedIn to know more about Clipnics and Formula's journey.
Yeah, as we now coming to the events for your diary, we have a lot of events that have gone past us. We have one a day before, and then some of them, but the ones we have ahead of us that you need to put in your diary. Yeah, first on my list for your diary is Agribusiness and Agritech Summit Fair in Peterborough.
Okay, the one by Carter and Maja.
Maja,
I think we
yes,
have a flyer for them.
yeah,
If I've not taken it off.
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
trade
tell us
investment.
more. Tell us more.
Yes, a trade investment agribusiness summit fair coming up in Peterborough. This is an opportunity to network and connect with key players in the industry and explore trade and investment opportunities between UK and Africa. This event is slated for between Peterborough and London,
Okay.
and the theme is understanding and exploring the power of agritech agribusiness
Right.
evolution.
Right.
Is put in place by Qatar and Maja, and the venue, yes, I said London and Borough, but the
Yeah.
date 21st of May to 24th of May. So they switch in between the two cities, Peterborough
What's the date again?
21st and 24th. And then the
Oh, 24th.
worshipful mayor of City of Peterborough will decline summit open in Peterborough on the 21st of May, while the cut across are the days for the event.
Okay. Now, coming to one of my favorite events in the Nigerian community, Igbo Kwenu.
Hey,
Hey, Igbo Kwenu.
hey.
They know I like them. Oh. I like my Igbo people. Oh. So we are having this festival coming up. It's called Igbo Arts and Culture. Yeah, this one is coming up of July 2024. Please mark your register. Have you eaten what do you call it? No, not ogbono. There's another soup.
Zimba,
Hey,
what's
I've
that one?
forgotten the name of this soup. Oh. If you want to eat the original, these are the events you need to come. This
Isiazu, and
Igbo
all these
festival,
things.
you need to be there. So mark your diaries, 13th of
July
July
20.
2024, Igbo Festival of Arts and Culture, London 2024 is coming up. And this one is put together by the Congress of Igbo Leaders, UK and Ireland. Venue, Jubilee Park and Field. That's 10 Jubilee Crescent, London, N97NU. There are some telephone numbers, that you can contact, you can call. We are going to put those numbers on our Facebook and Instagram account so that you can connect with them if you want to ask questions, you want to know more about it. So, Igbo Festival of Arts and Culture, London 2024 is billed for the 13th of July 2024. Time is 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. It's an all day affair. So don't miss it.
Yeah, the next one is EPRA, Leadership and Entrepreneurial Awards.
Yep.
This is to celebrate quality and true leadership. Currently, nomination is now open. Whosoever you have as your to nominate as your leader, as your entrepreneur for this special award, please bring your nomination in. The last day will be 31st of May 2024. April Leadership and Entrepreneur Award 2024. Please, your nomination should come in till the last day, 31st of May 2024.
Okay. And okay, I'm going to take that off now. That's April Awards for you. We don't know the date, the actual date of the event, but nominations are now open. So if you want to nominate somebody for their leadership roles, contributions to the community, this is the time to do so. Another event that is really, really, close to my heart again is this Miss Adama pageant. It's dinner, dance, and award ceremony. This is the 10th anniversary of the Miss Adama pageant. So they've been doing this for about 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to encourage you to support this event. Come and join them. It's built for the 28th of September, 28, not 2028, 28th of September 2024. The venue is the Crown Hotel, 142 to 152 Cricklewood Broadway, London. That is where this when this event, where this event will be taking place. You see, the phone numbers are there. We are going to put the phone numbers on our social media handles so that you can connect with the organizers of this event. And it's put together by Third Productions and Events in collaboration with Adimora Rufina Charity Trust. They are the one. They are the ones organizing this event. Connect with them, book your diary, mark your diary, do whatever you have to do. Remember, it's the 28th of September 2024.
Yeah. Lastly is Ashwebi Festival Gala Night and Awards.
Yeah.
Please save the date is 12th October 2024. The theme for this year's festival is where everyone's a celebrant. Celebrity.
Is a celebrity.
I'm a celebrity.
It's the only event so far in the diaspora where everyone is a celebrity.
Yes.
So it's not like some people are higher, some people are lower. No, we are all grooving together. Tell us more about this event.
So details of and information on venue, tickets, awards, categories, nomination forms, individual and corporate participation, sponsorship packages, exhibition opportunities, etc. will be on the website of the organizer, www.ashwebifestival.co.uk. Please visit our website and get more information. According to a statement released by the founder, Princess Moadeo Adedoyin Solarin, this year there will be a seminar with the topic supporting mental well-being. This festival shall be Gala Night and Awards edition promise to be bigger, better, brighter, and bolder. And fundraise at that event will be channeled towards mental health and well-being sectors. I think you attended last year.
Oh yes, I was there last year. It was really bam last year.
More better and bigger,
as she promised. Okay, so just before we roll on and bring in our special guest today, let us tell you quickly that this program is powered by Nature Faithfuls, our natural skincare business, and No Skito. Now, This pop-up market is organized by Charlton. What do you call the church now?
The New
By
Testament
New
Church
Testament Church of
of
God,
God,
NTCG,
CG,
Charlton, London.
London.
And Nature Faithfuls will be there, but we are coming uh, differently this time around. We are offering prayers and we are offering gifts to people who are struggling with skin diseases. So if you're struggling with maybe psoriasis, eczema,
Eczema, yeah.
even if it's chronic, we've got some products that we've been working on, for some years, and we are getting some nice feedback, some positive feedback
Mm.
from people who have used the products, and the products have helped their skin challenges. So we are offering faith and we are offering a natural
Natural
product on that
products.
day. So
Yeah.
when you come to our table, we'll be praying with you. If you want, we will be praying with you. So this one is built for the 18th May 2024. That'll be next week.
Yep.
This is next week
Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah.
and we will be there.
Live.
We're having a table there that we've paid for. We want to support this project. So they're looking into health and well-being and natural products and all of those things. These are the businesses coming there. So we will be there 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So when you come around, come to our table, come and visit us. Uh, if you have some skin challenges and you are happy to be part of, Nature Faithful, we don't want you to do anything. We just want you to give testimony and let us know if the product has really worked for you as well. We will be blessing some people with our products. And of course, we're going to make some sales. We intend to also donate something towards these what do you call it, fundraising, because the church is using the event as a fundraising event. We also want to be able to donate something to support the church, talking about New Testament Church of God, NTCG,
G.
in Charlton, London. So please ask us questions if you want to know more about this event, or if you want to know more about Nature Faithfuls. Also, this program is powered by No Mosquito.
Keto. Yeah.
That is the mosquito repellent
Repellent.
product that we are introducing to you. It's been in the market for a while, but on this platform, we are just introducing this product. So if you're going to Africa, we can send a gift to you. But it's business. We want you to buy.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
business. All right. So that's what we got for now.
Yeah.
Coming in the community.
This is Community Beats, the heartbeat of the community. This is a weekly show streamed live on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously every Sunday by 6 p.m. And this is a production-based multimedia producer of our community initiative and newsworthy activities.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep trying. We'll get there. All right then. All right then. So our guest, Bob Ejike, is in the house, in the virtual studio, like we said. Bob Ejike is a multi talented personality who has made a mark in the Nigerian show business. He's an actor, producer, director, musician, Italian English translator, and more. These are the things we've been able to gather from the internet. But he's going to tell us more about himself, his journey through Nollywood. And we are also looking into the spate of deaths of actors in the Nigerian movie industry. One too many nowadays, plus Bob's personal journey through Nollywood and more, like I said. So we want to talk about all of this. What is happening? We are losing loads of actors, in the community, tragedy, cancer, all sort of things. What exactly is going on? Is the Nigerian government supporting? Should they support? These are the controversies. I mean, controversies. These are the discussions we'll be having with Bob HK. So, everybody, are you ready? Roll the drum. We are bringing it, Professor Bob HK, into the virtual studio. Hello, Bob.
Eva, it's good to see you.
Hello, V.O.O,
Good evening.
Femo.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Good
thanks for
evening.
having me here.
Yeah, we are
Eh,
so glad to have you today.
Oh, okay. Some people are already on the line. Ibidun Shangodare. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hazel, God help Nigeria with this 2 day. We didn't get that. We're still coming back to that. talking about Meghan and Harry.
Harry.
Oh my God, Jesus. Anyway, so this is Bob
Ejike.
Ejike, our special guest this evening. Bob, it's a pleasure to have you and to connect with you. We have
It's a
so much,
pleasure.
yeah, we have so much to talk about, but traditionally people want to know you, where you come from. And I know you've answered this question too many times, but we just want to, to start from the beginning. Who is Bob
Okay.
Ejike? Who is Bob Ejike? Where are you from originally? I know you are a man of many nations, but where are you from originally? And just a bit about your childhood. We're really interested in all that.
Yes, Bob Ejike is the founder of the third biggest movie industry in the world, Nollywood. And not everybody agrees with that because Nollywood has become very big. But when I started Nollywood, there was nothing there. It takes an effort of the imagination to know that there was absolutely nothing. So I made the first film in Nollywood in 1982, which won the national award and launched actor Richard Moffett Damijo, Echoes of Wrath. And for the next 10 years, we were making, I and my people in my village, we had a theater, we were making Okpuru Anyanwu, which was an Igbo comedy, weekly comedy, and which was also commercialized for the next 10 years. Thereafter, the industry, different people started making home videos, but
Right.
among which was the Living in Bondage that came about 12 years later.
Hmm.
And we made a great contribution and then spread the culture across the whole nation. And I was born in Umuahia in Abia State. And my father was a civil servant in the Board of Internal Revenue. And he was a taxman, basically. So he made people pay their taxes or he caught them and prosecuted them. Eventually, he became a commissioner for taxes. So, because of the nature of his job, which was very sensitive because of the propensity for corrupting the officers, we were transferred very often. So, I lived in so many parts of the eastern part of Nigeria, especially Enugu, Onitsha, and Nsukka.
I see.
And then when I was about the age of 13, I started writing.
Hmm.
I had a call of the muse.
Hmm.
I started manifesting artistry in different uh, forms. I started writing poetry, short stories for newspapers and magazines,
Right.
and then eventually radio drama. And my dramas went around the country. I wrote for Jide Ogungbade, the radio television, Kaduna, NTA Benin, NTA Jos,
Hmm.
and River State, Port Harcourt, basically around the nation. So I was already famous before I joined the cast and the crew of Basi and Co. Ken
Oh,
Sarowiwa,
yes.
Basi and Co. And both Ken, bless his soul, and I were writing the Madam,
It's a matter of cash.
the matter of cash.
Matter of cash.
Uh, and around that period, I was also acting for the ABS TV Playhouse, and I was working with people like Kanayo, Ejike Yebu. These were at that time, people like Pete Edochie was the general manager of the station, so he wasn't an actor.
Hmm.
Olu Jacob was in England. The Ejiro brothers, who did a lot in Nollywood, were still in Fernando Po, and the film I worked around that time with Edu Boma, a great filmmaker, but we were not doing Nollywood because Nollywood started when we put films on video and people could watch them at home, not theater. So, of course, we had the Habat Ogunde, Adelove, and the rest of them, but they were theater, essentially theater productions made for the traveling theater. But Nollywood is an idea that came to my mind, and everybody hated the idea. Everybody told me I was either too greedy or too ambitious, and it wasn't going to work. And people were afraid of being blacklisted by NTA, which was the overlord in that period.
But Bob,
So every time
sorry to cut you short, Bob. What exactly is the idea of Nollywood?
the idea of Nollywood was to cut off the middleman, and the middleman was NTA. We were already on television making films. We needed to get these films to the audience directly because the NTA was unwilling to pay us our due as artists and also to respect us. They had very little respect for Nigerian artists.
Wow.
And, so you are in the media. I think you have an idea of what I'm talking about.
I do. I do.
You say VHS intervention makes Nollywood.
Say again.
Introduction of VHS. Will you say that makes Nollywood?
Was it
of course the first films we sold were recorded on VHS, and that Nollywood could not have existed, however, without the CD cassettes, because our sponsors were mainly traders in Iweka Road, Onitsha, and Alaba
market.
They were not interested in film, but they realized that when they imported, say, a container of CDs, they could sell them in 1 month if they sponsored the film. So they saw the films as adverts for their CDs.
I see.
And it was working for them, because if there's no film, they could keep that container for the next 2 years. Nobody's buying. But when there is a good film, we'll sell off a container of CDs in a short while. And for the first time, it was the sponsors that were looking for the artists.
Wow.
Yes. And that was how it all started. But of course, Nollywood, as I like to say, is like the elephant. It cannot be the work of one individual. There are others who contributed, who were coming up with different ideas and different things. Like in the last 1 month, I was in an online debate with Oke Ogunjofor, who played Polo in Living in Bondage, and he was beating his chest that they made the first Nigerian Nollywood film.
So which is the first? Which just for the for the sake of posterity, which is the first Nigerian? I mean, the first Nollywood movie.
Well, the first movie that sold on video in Nigeria is Echoes of Wrath, which I wrote and produced in association with the Bendel Arts Council, and which won the National Award NAFEST in the year 1982 and launched Richard Moffett Amijo among many talented Nigerian actors.
Okay. Aside from Nollywood, there was a time you just disappeared from our screens and nobody knew where. I mean, when I say nobody, I'm talking about your fans. Then
Yes,
we didn't have the internet and we didn't have mobile phone anyway. So we didn't know what happened to Bob, Ejike, where you've been. And then the next minute, we're hearing about Uganda.
Well, my first trip was because I made an album also because I am also musically gifted. So I'd made an album, No Vacancy, and it was picking up in Italy, which was against my expectation. I was invited to a concert
in Italy.
Yes, for the opening of a nightclub just somewhere outside Milan.
Mm.
And I traveled to Italy with a 3-day visa to perform the concert and come back. And the performance was great, according to spectators. And I met a band, Irie, which also played on the show. And they said, why don't we get together and do something? They could apply and help me to get residency papers.
Mm.
And we started the process. I started performing, singing as a chorus singer, background singer for Irie. And
Wow.
that was how I eventually settled in Italy, one way thing leading to another.
I
That,
know. As life is.
yes.
Yeah.
So so when we didn't see you on our screen, you were actually in Italy.
Not just in Italy, but also moving around Europe and holding talks, symposia, organizing exhibitions on Nollywood and showing the Nollywood films for the first time. For most Europeans, the first time they saw and say, no, 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 this must be America. I said, no, no, this is Nigeria. I said, well, everything we've seen in Africa is Tarzan. And some people wielding a spear in the jungle. I said, that was in the past. This, this is modern Nigeria.
More than
And,
Nigeria.
and,
Yeah, but
I spent the next 20 years or thereabout traveling around and promoting Nollywood. And, Nollywood is the industry with the highest number of tributaries around the world. So we have Nollywood in almost every European country and most African countries with different names, of course.
Yeah.
yeah, Bob, that leads me to my next question. In your bio, it said you have your footprints in part of the world: Uganda, Italy, Dubai, London, other places. How are you able to make this happen? Is it through the Nollywood or other profession? What were you doing to put your footprint in all these places?
Well, I tried to kill two birds with a stone. I was a member of the Italian diplomatic mission in different countries because I'm Italian citizen as well. And with that opportunity, everywhere I was posted to, I spent much of the time advertising, developing film, especially promoting Nollywood.
I see.
So yes, I was in Uganda, and 2 weeks after I arrived in Kampala, which is a very beautiful city, very
Yeah.
nice people, very quiet people, and very artistic. I was invited to the office of President Museveni. Once they heard that the founder of Nollywood was in the country, they wasted no time,
Hmm.
and I was put in contact with the second most powerful person in Uganda, General Eliton Wine, bless his soul. He just died recently.
Hmm.
He gave up to cancer. And he had been minister of various ministries, including arts and culture. And he wanted me to advise them, to join them in a panel that had been set up to develop a motion picture in Uganda. So I spent the next 5 years or so working from that environment. And
Wow.
yes.
And we also got to know that you helped them to establish the Uganda version of Nollywood, Wood.
Oh, yes. Yoga would basically, I had to tell them how we did it, the history of Nollywood, the special effects, basically how we made these films. The Ugandans were already good in documentary. It's a country where people went to the theater to watch documentary. All they needed was a little bit of imagination, a little bit of inventiveness
And they would
to
do movies.
create the right story. But there were some legal problems, bureaucratic problems, because the people in that region have no understanding or very little understanding of copyright rules, the respect of individual copyright, because it's a place where you could just be recording. Everybody had a computer. Even the women selling bananas in the market, they had a computer, were dubbing out people's works. So
Ah,
And they just use a pen to write the title, and people are buying. They didn't know there was anything like copyright. So it was my duty to advise them that this industry cannot exist unless you control copyright. If you bring out a film, people are going to mass produce it overnight, you
Mm,
know.
mm.
So they're still dealing with that.
In fact, one of our viewers, Ibidun Shangodare, has just asked that question. Hope you're not having issues of pirates anymore. Because in those days when we had DVDs, oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Pirates.
Hey, 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 hey. So I mean, I don't know if that question is still, because we don't use DVDs and CDs anymore anyway. We all go to
Yes.
the cinemas.
Mm.
Do you have anything to say about that, Bob?
Well, there's more control. You cannot eradicate the problem of piracy completely.
Mm,
You can only reduce it because the criminals are ready to fight. They are ready to die. They
mm,
are richer than the industry. There
okay.
have been places that have, incredible machines have been found in Nigeria
Mm,
where they are capable of, reproducing anything. And
wow.
they are, paying their way, their protection and everything. As the government is battling. It is better than East Africa. So we are much more advanced. At least
Nigeria.
we understand that this is your right and what you are committing is a crime. They don't understand that.
Now, still talking about East Africa, Bob. So you
Yes.
formed the Bob Ejike Foundation for Performing Arts, the Probe.
Yes. When I got to East Africa,
Hmm.
I discovered that there were too many indigent artists because I opened the studio, Prob Studios, and it was one of the biggest in Uganda. I had 5 facilities recording audio and video, and I discovered that majority of the artists just have talent. They have no means whatsoever of paying for studios, and the only way that I could contribute reasonably was to assist them from a humanitarian perspective and help them to have their works out.
Hmm.
And I did that for about 5 to 6 years before I was transferred to Dubai, and I had to move along. You
Oh,
know.
so what happened in Dubai?
Well, Dubai, just like Kampala, but it was so much different. Kampala, let me not forget that I did a remarkable tour with Aki and Popo in Uganda. And, we also did a major film from Nollywood film in Nigeria, Roses in the Rain, with Zach Oji, Claron Chukura, and other Nigerian artists. And I also acted in a Ugandan film, Christmas in Kampala, in which the birth of Jesus was located in Kampala among the banana leaves, and Jesus was a black man. you know. Uh, however, Dubai was a bit more restrictive of the
Hmm.
art because it's a well-structured society. If you are coming as a performer, you are attached to, say, a nightclub, and you had to be registered as working for that nightclub. You were expected to be in the club.
Oh,
So it made performance, the type I was used to, a bit more difficult. But I had a number of outings in Dubai. I performed in the World Music Fiesta of Dubai and won, by the way, for Nigeria.
wow.
And among 35 nations of performers, you know,
Wow, congratulations. And we didn't even get to hear about it.
it was all over the news then. It was a long, long time ago.
Maybe, yeah, maybe I forgot about that.
The newspapers, the Nigerian local newspapers covered it. African newspapers, even Ghanaian and other West Africans, was well covered in that period.
Okay. So I know after this, after your experience in in Dubai, did you take a break from Nollywood at any point in time?
Not really. I came straight back to Nollywood, and I was working as an editor for a magazine, or rather, we started a magazine,
We're
and
losing.
Oh,
started
we
a
lost you,
I,
Bob.
I was invited to.
Hello,
I
Bob.
was
Can you hear
invited.
us?
Sorry, somebody was calling. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yes, we
Yes,
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you
yes,
me?
now.
yeah,
We lost you a bit.
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes.
Very
I'd
clear.
come to run a magazine called the National Edifice, and
Okay.
with my office in Ikeja, near the Ikeja bus stop. And that was another experience. But while I was working as a magazine editor, I also worked as a script writer for Nollywood. So I wrote the Nollywood scandal.
Oh, I think there's a call coming
Yeah,
in.
I
Nollywood
call it.
scandals. How do I get
Okay,
back
maybe we
to
should
that?
have even opened
Oh my
the
God.
line for people to call and ask him questions.
Yeah, they should call you, not me.
That's what we should have done, actually. We should have opened the line for people to ask him. I think we
Okay.
should have opened the line so that people could call and ask you
Maybe
questions.
they thought we were broadcasting from my studio, but
Yeah.
we're in your studio. Uh,
Oh.
Okay.
Bob, we want to talk before we go on break. We really want to talk about, because I want especially the younger generation to learn one or two things about your journey.
yes.
I want to talk about the academics, because I
Mm.
know Bob has not stopped learning and acquiring knowledge.
Mm.
Since Nigeria, can you take us through your educational journey? All these degrees you they acquire every time. Can you take us through all of that as well?
Can you see me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can see you, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So I just relax. I can't see myself, but it's okay. Well, I have been, if you like, a bookworm, if you like, a bibliomaniac. I I read everything that I see, including newspapers or things dropped on the floor, on the ground as I walk. So I've been very, very curious about knowledge.
Hmm.
And because of that, I have always been reading. And I already had a degree in English language and literature from University of Port Harcourt before I left to Italy. And in Italy, I continued to study different diplomas, first for languages, and eventually I studied further to have what you call dottorato, the lettere, that is Doctor of Letters in the Italian University, Università Popolare di Roma,
Hmm.
which means the People's University of Rome. And
Wow.
then I became a teacher or a lecturer, if you like. So I've been teaching in Italy, and thereafter,
Teaching the language.
Hmm.
Bob, are you
Okay,
there?
so the picture is
Oh,
frozen. Okay,
it's
so
frozen.
so for a minute, I know he'll try and come in. We are going to play this music because I just wanted to round off that aspect, of his own journey, so that
Yeah.
we can go to the second phase of today's program, where we'll be talking about the death of so many Nigerian actors and actresses. We just wanted to hear his own perspective, and what can the government do to support, because apparently the government of Nigeria hasn't got any support structure in place. People can say, what about other nations? People, the government is not supporting them in any way.
Yeah,
But
I thought
funding
Nollywood was working with the government under former President Jonathan.
at a
It was
point,
at a point, yeah.
at a
So
point, yeah.
maybe after the last president took over, I couldn't work with them because he was working with all of the Nollywood, and then
Yeah,
it's
I don't know
not.
what happened. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what happened, because we're looking into, yeah, before you finish mourning this person, then you're hearing another
No one, yeah.
death.
Let's go to a music
Or
break before
people,
having
yeah,
that.
people will say people from other profession are dying as well. It's not just, but because they are prominent, they are
Exactly.
popular.
Yeah.
So we got to know about this. We are taking a break right now, and when we come back, hopefully Bob Ejike will be back. His line will be back. We'll talk more about uh, the spate of death going on in the Nollywood. So yes, let's take a break. What shall we play now? Does your
Mama no,
mama know
no, yeah.
by
That's
Bob
from Bob
Ejike?
AGK.
Ejike, I am the founder of Nollywood. Thank you. Can I see this? Hello. This is more powerful. DJ.
You're only 17. Give a love to me like no other else. Everybody says it's wrong, but I'm much too old for you. But in my heart, I'm so young.
Okay, sorry we had to cut it like that because you need to subscribe to Bob Ejike's YouTube channel if you want to
Yes.
enjoy that music
Yes.
further than that. So Bob Ejike on YouTube,
YouTube. Yeah.
and you have that full album there. And Bob is back, and I think the internet is going to favor us. Welcome back, Bob.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So we want to round off this aspect, your journey and everything. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. We're talking about the bookworm in Bob HK before the internet was doing that, and then we just want you to round off on that so that we can go to the next issue that we want to discuss on this show, talking about the spate of deaths of actors in the Nigerian movie.
Movie. Yeah.
We really want you to, talk to us about that. What's going on?
Well, currently I just completed a bachelor's degree in health and social care in the UK, and I am in the process of getting another degree in adult nursing.
Wow.
And I'm looking to study mental health and get a master's degree in mental health nursing when I finish in 2 years. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Can I ask you this question, Bob? How
yeah.
old are you?
I actually just on the 20th of April, I became 63 years of age. I was born 1961, April 20th.
Wow. Because you still
Yes.
carry on studying. Oh my goodness. I struggled with the only degree that I have. I struggled to acquire it. But yes, congratulations, sir.
Uh,
Congratulations. Well
yeah,
done.
your degree is critical and very rewarding. That's why you're a big woman.
Big woman. Big woman. I received that.
Yeah. Well, let's now dabble into the space of death in the industry, from Sam Loco to John Okafor to Anes Azuzu, Sam Obiago, Shinedu Bernard, and then the current ones we're having. What's really happening?
Hmm.
Um, when an actor dies or a participant in Nollywood faces demise, for me, it's like losing a child.
Hmm.
I am the founder of Nollywood and therefore father to every practitioner of Hollywood. So it's for me, it's like constantly losing my children.
Hmm.
And I feel very bitter. But there was our Nollywood industry is a new industry, and one does not have to get caught in the euphoria of fame and
Hmm.
forget that for every actor, there is a period when you are relevant.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you are relevant, the way Nollywood works, there's a period when you are required in every film. And usually it happens for a period of about 5 to 10 years, and then you are burnt out. Nobody wants to see you again.
Hmm.
Within those years, if it's 5 years, that's the time for you to build up capital for an alternative business.
Wow.
It's the time for you to acquire degrees, like you're talking, you know, about my educational background.
Hmm.
I realized you had to diversify.
Yes.
Industry is a new one. And we are not Americans where Hollywood, they can give you millions of dollars. We don't have that possibility. The money they give to us is enough to pay your rent or maybe build a house and get along in cosmopolitan living, but
Hmm.
not to be extremely rich. All
Great.
the actors who are rich, they didn't make their money from Nollywood. They made their name, then moved into other areas like corporate. Some went into churches and some became spokesmen for politicians, joined the parties, became commissioners and all whatnot. But those who rely strongly, staunchly on their
Income
pay
from.
as actors and their income, they are the ones that are dying.
Hmm.
Because suddenly this euphoria, this rush into online, internet, blogging, this and that came and cut off a large swathe of the market of,
Yes.
of Nigerian films. Because a lot of people would rather download the films for free on YouTube or just
True.
watch them for free, those they
True.
can watch, and or stay with bloggers and be listening to news. And there's practically hundreds of thousands of Nigerian women advising people on marriage. And when you look at them, you see they are not married.
Hey, talk for another day.
You're advising people on every aspect of relationship. That is, I say this country, we are in an economic mess. People should get to the farm and cultivate the land
Yes.
and raise some food.
Yes. Yes.
Every night, every time. So this is what has happened. The industry has been split. If you ask people, when was the last time you bought an Hollywood film? Because they ask me, what is happening to Nollywood? Maybe there's juju. Maybe you, the better off ones, you're not helping the others. But how many can you help?
You do.
How
Hmm.
many can you help? I've
True.
seen colleagues who died of typhoid fever because the ones we see in the media are the very popular ones. There are others who are dying
Hmm.
and nobody even knows about it because suddenly they find themselves like Frank Vaughan, my friend, who an assistant director at Zebejiro Productions. He just died less than a month ago. The first thing I heard was that he was evicted from his house. He couldn't pay
Oh.
the rent anymore. Nobody's hiring him to produce a film anymore. No one is hiring him to direct. It's just like that. If he had something else doing,
He will
maybe,
have to go back on.
yes. So
Hmm.
when I was working as an actor, I was also consultant to the Italian ambassador in Nigeria.
I see.
I was also presenting NTA Tropical Rhythms. I had a transport company that did haulage to different parts of Nigeria from Alaba Park and Ido.
Hmm.
I had a cyber cafe at Ojuelegba. I had a shop in Idumota and another in Mandilas. And I was constantly doing import, export. You can't say you are an actor, that is your job in Nigeria. You will probably starve to death.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is what is happening. You find the man is in the 60s, going on to 70s, and he has no food to eat. No one is calling him to do a film anymore. And that
And
is it. He starts to beg for help.
so the
Blood pressure.
industry.
Mm.
Mm, mm. So people need to be enlightened more than that. I mean, I think it's not even enlightened. People need to be educated. I'm talking about actors now,
Yes.
actresses. People need to be educated seriously. But the fame is the problem, because once people get that fame,
Stay away from.
oh my God, they have become Oga. They have become
It
everybody's
goes to your
Oga.
head. But then Nigeria as a nation is needs to become more caring and set the priorities right. Because we, the actors and the practitioners of Nollywood, we have become a positive light to this country. We have increased global interest in Nigerian arts and culture. We have enhanced tourism. We have sold our language everywhere in the world. People know Chineke, they know all different pidgin English. And this means people are coming. When I was in East Africa, most everybody was coming to Nigeria to buy something. That Nigeria was the America. It
Mm.
is still the America of Africa. And this is because of Nollywood, nothing else. Not even football advertised Nigeria the way we did. So we have done so much for this country that has such bad image. We have laundered the image of Nigeria. We have told our stories. We have put our voice in world media for the first time, that the black people have a voice. That this, we don't have Al Jazeera, we don't have CNN, but we have Nollywood.
We
And you
do.
can see we have changed the image of the black person who was seen more like an animal in the jungle with Tarzan and all of that. Now you can see Victoria Island in our films. You can see Surulere. You
Banana.
can see Atlantic City. And what do we get for that? The government should honor us. They
I
should
was
create
going
a
to ask that
pension
question.
scheme
Yes, we were
and
going to ask
pay
that
these
question.
people who have spent their lives and have become martyrs for the
Yeah.
art Nigeria. The government has a duty to provide for the aging actors.
I mean,
Yeah,
we have big voices in Nollywood. Should they not have this dialogue with the government of Nigeria? What do you think?
They should, the Actors Guild should engage the government, the Producers Guild of Nigeria should, the popular actors should step away from their skits and their dancing, because that's all they are doing now, because there's nothing else to do except to dance in TikTok. Instead of that, spend some time talking about the welfare of this industry,
Hmm.
because sooner than later you might think you are okay.
Hmm.
One thing happens, you are back
Hmm.
begging for money. That's not a good thing. It's better
Yeah,
to organize and confront the government. They have a duty, because we have Nollywood outside oil and gas is this next foreign exchange earner in Nigeria.
absolutely.
What do we get for that? Old age of poverty.
Hmm.
yeah, Bob. If you have the opportunity to sit in front of the government official, peradventure the president himself, what would be your presentation on how to sustain and keep at the industry? Knowing fully that just of recent, we have this problem with safety measure of
Hmm.
what happened in the Agbo Delta State. What would be your presentation to the government or government share peradventure you meet with the president himself?
Okay, are you talking about Junior Pope?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
it's a pity,
Have
it's
you
unfortunate. The,
exactly?
the junior Pope should have been protected, all actors being put at risk. We have traditionally taken risks for this industry. You can't believe it. But I have been in a small room with four deadly cobras, and I've had to shout at the cobra, act before the cobra. If you watch my film, the film I starred in with Omotola Jalade and Patrick Doyle, Scores to Settle, we were shooting inside the room with casting out the demons which were personified as serpents, cobras. So we took those risks. But I think we don't have any stuntsmen in Nollywood. When you see the actor jump from a two-story building, he actually jumped.
Hmm.
You jump inside the Lagos Lagoon, you have to take the jump. And we've lost a lot of actors who are, some of them not very famous. and therefore nobody mentioned. But we've had people jump into the river and not come up again.
Hmm.
People have been bitten by deadly snakes in the set on set, and they died within 14 minutes. These are some of the sacrifices that we made. But at this level where we are now, it is time to take care of the artists, the actors. Anybody putting someone on a speedboat should make sure the person is wearing
A life
the.
jacket at
Oh,
least.
definitely, definitely. That's the least they can do. The least they can do. There's no excuse for that.
Then your
And
presentation to the government about.
So
the
if you had an
government should
opportunity, yeah.
government should get involved because these are Nigerian talents, people who have spent many years building up their brand, and this brand generates international wealth for the nation. They shouldn't allow them to die away like that and then become issue for social media publications. No,
Exactly.
it's disgraceful. The government should ensure that there is protection of life for these actors, and also that when they are no longer able to work, they have financial support from government in form of
Yeah.
pension.
Pension.
Yes.
I think the Actors Guild of Nigeria should also, I mean, they are really working on it because I read a few supports they are putting in place for their members. There should be a kind of purse or pot for
Mm.
pension,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
and it should be mandatory, just like we have in this part of the world. When you work, your employer will take some money towards what do you call it, towards your pension, and the employer also contributes something towards the pension. So these are the kind of dialogue as I think we should be having with the government. We as actors, we are putting aside so amount. Maybe the government will also have a purse for that. I don't know. I mean, it's very easy in this part of the world. It works in this system. But I don't know, maybe in Nigeria that can work as well. But what I'm trying to say is the Actors Guild and all of these associations should make it mandatory for their members, to start saving towards pension. At least it will be something.
Well, that's another perspective which could help. However, the government has a duty. We are the ones cleaning up their mess. What other good news is coming from Nigeria
Hmm.
outside Nollywood?
Music.
They should pay us for that. They should protect the actors. They should create a pension scheme for those who have cleaned up the image of this nation. That's
Hmm.
my own opinion. Oh yes, it's the
I agree with
responsibility
you.
of
I agree
government.
with you. And more so, that means there must be a way where I'm not saying the government should now start employing actors and actresses, but then there must be a way whereby they are connected. Because now it's like the actors and actresses, they are what we call what
Lone
do you call it?
Rangers.
No, 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 that's not, no,
No,
not no rangers. Self-employed.
Self-employed,
They're
yeah.
like self-employed. It's
yeah,
not
that's
like
a better way to say Lone Rangers.
no, they are self-employed, and so they are expected to look into their own, tax. They are supposed to pay tax,
Mm,
and they are supposed to set some money aside for the pension. Having said that, it has to be structured properly,
yes,
whereby if you have a production company and an actor is coming to work for you, that actor is a contractor because
Yep.
they're
yes,
not permanent worker. He is a contractor. And
yeah,
so there must be a kind of, from what I have experienced here in the United Kingdom as a
yes,
contractor, there must be a form of um, a kind of pot that should be created. We need to look into all of that. A kind of pot
oh yes,
should
oh
be
yeah, definitely.
created first, for that
Mm,
to happen. And then we can now say, okay, government, this is how far we have done. This is what
yes,
we have done. This is what we have created. And this is what more we need.
For exactly,
You
it's
know, I,
expectation
I
for the
think I
government.
think that will also help. I
mm.
hope I'm making sense, but I hope it helps.
There's too much packaging around the Nigerian celebrity. This thing
Mm,
they call packaging,
mm,
people pretending to be well off And the actors, some of the actors were talking about who is going to make this contribution. They work once a year.
Hmm.
They act in one
Hmm.
film once a year, and if he's lucky, he gets paid 500,000 naira.
Then that is not a, I mean, it is a profession. Then that is not a reliable source of income, like you have
It is
said.
not.
They need to.
It's
Diversify.
So
not.
it's really
That is
hard.
why I had about 9 jobs.
Yes, like you said, they must have multiple streams of income to
Yeah,
survive. Because
yeah.
what that means is the income they are generating from acting is not even enough to sustain them.
No, it's not. Some are doing well. You know, the way the industry works is, oh, we have a film. There is Genevieve Naji on the film. She's taking half the budget.
Hmm.
The rest
Hmm.
are sharing. Some will not get any pay at all. Some will
Hmm.
get very little pay. They are being promised fame. You are going to be famous.
Hmm.
So just sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. And they keep sacrificing. Some people have sacrificed for 20 years.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. They are in every film, doing small parts and being promised that their time is coming.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
It's a lot of talk that we cannot finish tonight
Yeah,
on,
exactly. There
on
are a
this
lot to
show.
discuss,
You know,
Bob.
I think
Bob.
I think we need to start bringing other big players, as we call them in the Nollywood, to talk about this. It's something we all need to look into, to be honest, because as Nigerians, we are also benefiting from the works of Nigerian actors and actresses. So I think it's something all of us must look into, to give a better life to the people who are giving us joy from the screen. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Joy.
Yeah, Bob Ejike, I think I suggest there should be a part two of this debate because there are a lot of stuff. It can't fit into
Yes,
our
yes, yes. Thank
time.
you, Boo. Again, I'm still using the microphone. You regaled me on my
Oh,
birthday sometime.
bless you, Bob.
Thank you.
Before
That's
we
the best
let you
gift you
go,
can give a singer, microphone.
yes, oh. You're welcome. Before we
Thank
let
you.
you go, so we just want to ask this: where is Bob AGK now? As in the journey, in the Nollywood journey, the music journey. Where exactly is Bob AGK now?
I just concluded about 48 exams in, the,
Oh,
in my nursing
so
um,
you need a break.
study, and
You
I can tell you that I got an A in each of them, some
Wow,
100%.
Oh,
congratulations.
congratulations.
We will watch Amo. Okay, we will
But
watch Amo.
for the next 2 years, I'm going to be focused on becoming a qualified nurse.
Wow. Oh,
I will do little in terms of starting new projects in the art. I have to focus because it's not simple what I'm
fantastic.
going through at the moment. After that, then I will grow wings and fly.
Amen.
Oh, that's
So
Yes,
great.
yes.
So shall it be.
age is not a barrier.
Yeah.
What is age? Is it vegetable that you eat? Is it
I
sweet
like
that you lick? Because I don't know what it is. Age is something some people see in me. I've never seen it before. I've never experienced it. I don't believe in it.
That limitation will create for my mind.
I will go back for my masters. Now I am challenged. I will
Please
go for
do.
my masters.
Please do. It's good for the brain.
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank
It's
you. Thank you so much.
you
Yeah,
on this show,
yeah,
and we
exactly.
appreciate your support. Thank you
Thank you so
so much.
much, Femo.
Yeah,
Thank you, V.O.O.
yeah.
You're
We
welcome.
plan the return match.
Our own opera.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We have this song that we're going to play, Gone Too Soon. And we want to dedicate this to all the Nollywood actors and
Trust, yeah.
actresses that have passed. And this one is by Bob Ejike as well. And with that, we say our good night. Thank you so much, Bob.
Good night.
We hope
Thank
to catch
you.
up with you very
God
soon.
bless
Thank you so
you.
much.
God bless
Say
you.
that to the family.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So, yes, thank you so much, everybody. We need to round off because once we play that music, we're just going to go off. You want to say
Yeah.
your thank you to our people?
Yeah, thank you very much for being with us. It was a overwhelming time with Bob Ejike. As I said, we'll plan to have him
Come
to
back
our
again.
screen
Yeah.
again, because at least there are a lot that we've not discussed about, but at least we could have some glimpse of who he is and where he's coming from, and then the next stage of his level. So
Yep.
thank you for being here today.
All that we've discussed today with Bob Ejike, one thing I've been able to pick is the fact that it's not too late.
Exactly.
Age is nothing but
No
a
limitation.
number.
Yeah.
So you're planning to go back and study, please do.
Yep.
You can always do, especially if you have the support and you have the opportunity. Just do it and don't stop learning. I am still learning. We're all still learning.
Yeah.
Don't stop learning. And we want to say thank you for being with us. I am Veronica Olabisi or Badara. You call me V.O.O, and I am the evolving glory of God. Take care of yourself.
And I'm Femi Kutuni, say bye for now.
Alaska was a friend of mine, so kind, he had a baby's mind. So handsome and very famous. These days, this could be dangerous. Now he's gone, I'll never see him again. Now he's gone, I'll never see him again. Millions of people are dying. Thousands of doctors are trying. But this disease simply has no cure. Brothers and sisters, you better take care. Or you go, I will never see you again. Or you go, I will never see you again. Somebody please tell me why. Somebody please tell me why. Many more people are still gonna die. Many more people are still gonna die. No, 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 no. Many more people are still gonna die. Many more people are still gonna die. If you can, please abstain. Otherwise, try to be faithful. Whatever you do, protect yourself. 'Cause life has no duplicate.